Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Iron Diaper, your regular Gundam news show. And basically when I make one of these, it means we've had some announcements. So over in Japan, we just had the All Japan Model and Hobby Show 2025. Yesterday, Bandai announced a big Master Grade announcement, which was to be announced today, but they did announce a whole lot more. We've got a few Master Grades we knew about and didn't know about, as well as one interesting super secret one that has got me super hyped. We've got a whole bunch of interesting high grades, including one that G-Quacks fans have been looking for quite some time, including me, and I'm hoping it leads to another even bigger release. And there are a couple of things as well, including a model kit of the Balteus from Armored Core 6, which is pretty crazy. Anyway, as usual, this channel right here is sponsored by HobbyLink Japan, so the pre-orders for all of these kits should be going up there sometime soon-ish, so we'll throw a link down there in the description. Now let's just check out what's been announced. So yeah, yesterday Bandai did announce that there was going to be a Master Grade. In the background we saw those purpley pink clouds that are very Gundam Seed Freedom reminiscent. So what we were expecting was some kind of Master Grade Gundam Seed Freedom announcement, and it kind of is, but at the same time, it kind of isn't. And this right here is what Bandai announced. So it is sort of a Seed Freedom release, but it's actually a Gundam Seed Freedom Astray release, and it is a new version of the Master Grade Red Frame Astray. Now at first I was incredibly excited. There's some nice angles and some nice things going on this kit, but I immediately got absolutely, I don't know, record rip choked by this, because it's got those old Master Grade Red Frame hands that are shit, and I'm really sad. So yeah, there has been a few images and some videos posted of the maquette or the prototype for this kit, and as you can see, the hands are the old style hands. Now I'm not sure if that means this is just reusing a whole lot of the Gundam Seed Red Frame Astray or what. It is very shocking. From taking a kind of closer look at it, we've got some nice looking piping on the arms that does look new. The legs for the most part kind of look relatively unchanged, but the fact that this right here is a brand new 3D printed prototype of the particular kit does kind of imply some aspects are new. You can kind of see into the waist unit there, and we've got some new detailed interiors on it, but the upper legs look kind of similar. The one thing that just really throws me off entirely is those hands. These are the almost like middle era Master Grade hands that we would have seen on the 00 kits and some of the various 2010-ish kits, including the Red Frame Astray. These are kits that have massive weapons, and these hands don't hold well at all. But besides that, beside getting stuck on that, it is a nice looking kit. Well sculpted looking arms, the shoulders are off the charts cool, and the head has a very Sengoku Astray kind of feel to it. It's not just your classic awesome to the point red V that we love on the head of an Astray. It actually has a little bit more to it again, in a bit of a Sengoku Astray kind of way. Either way, interested but skeptical. There are no release details or anything like that about this kit just yet. Price and release date still to be announced. So another absolutely awesome announcement that at the same time kind of shocks you with a little bit of a disappointment is this right here. This is a Master Grade 1100 Gundam Barbatos Lupus option set. So we get some extra parts, lots of burning, crackling flames and energy for the head and arm of Barbatos Lupus, but the main thing, as you can see standing out right there, is the Helmvig Reinkar's absolutely massive sword, now in glorious 1/100 scale. So as you can probably guess, the kind of sad aspect about this is it is a premium Bandai exclusive. So this will be costing 2,970 yen, which is just under $20. But I know a lot of you guys say that when these actually come out in the West, the price tends to reflect the Japanese price directly. So it could end up being nearly $30 or so on release. From what I can see on the tag, however, there is no release date for this just yet. It says November there, but that's for the actual Gundam Barbatos Lupus itself. However, I will mention one thing. This right here is not the Master Grade Gundam Frame that everyone's frothing at the mouth about. That is that cube over there on the right hand side. That is another Master Grade Gundam Frame that is yet unannounced as to what it is. So everyone's speculating a lot, but from the general shape of it and the fact that we're seeing a bit of a Uru's Hunt image behind it and to the right of it, which means everyone is assuming it's this right here. It's definitely one of my favorite Gundam frames of all, and that is the absolutely over the top Gundam Asmodeus, or Gundam Asmodeus. So definitely taking a look at the silhouette inside of that, we've got the tonfa cannon around on the back of the arm, it seems. There are some thrusters on the sides of the legs that do look a little bit different. And the V-fin is looking a little bit on the squared off side. Another guess is it's just another premium Bandai variant of Barbatos itself with different equipment. Kind of hard to tell. Personally, I'm putting my money on the Asmodeus, and I really hope it is. Let me know down there in the comments, what do you think this kit could be? And there is no release date or price just yet, but I'm super excited. So the last of the master grades on show is this right here, which is the Master Grade 1100 Full Armor Double Zeta Gundam Verka. We did see the prototype of this the last time we got some announcements, but now we finally got some information, some color, and overall this is looking insanely good. We finally do have an info page as well over on the Bandai Hobby site itself. So this is going to cost 12,540 yen, and it is out in February of next year. So you're looking at about $85 in Japan, up to a possible $120 outside of Japan. What it says in the blurb here is, from Mobile Suit Gundam Double Zeta, the Full Armor Double Zeta Gundam Verka is now available under the complete supervision of Hajime Katoki. By rearranging the additional armor, the Hyper Mega Cannon can be attached to the Full Armor Double Zeta Gundam. Furthermore, by removing the additional armor, the enhanced ZZ Gundam can be recreated. By the way, the enhanced Double Zeta Gundam is available separately. It was a premium Bandai exclusive. If you couldn't get that, grab 2 of these and it seems like you've got one. Continuing on here, it says, the additional armor parts have been carefully adjusted to fit the main body, achieving proportions that do not give the impression of being bulky. The double beam rifle can be attached to the forearm or held by the hand parts. The Hyper Mega Cannon can be attached to the backpack by replacing it with a missile pot, and the forearm uses a roll mechanism allowing it to move in tandem so that the additional armor does not interfere when raised horizontally. What you get in the kit is double beam rifle by 1, Hyper Mega Cannon, beam sabers by 2, shield by 2, fingertip parts by 1 set, water slide, decals, stickers, and some wire. Overall, looking absolutely beautiful, and as Verkas have been going in the modern era, they are fantastic, so look forward to that one in February. So jumping from Master Grade to High Grade, and Bandai is not disappointing. I am so hyped about this right here. This right here is the High Grade 144th scale Hanbrabi GQ, aka the absolutely phenomenal shark-looking Hanbrabi from Gundam G-Quax. In case you haven't seen the episode, it's basically this, plus a G-Quax version of the Psycho Gundam, making up a clan battle team, and explosions happen. This is such an elegant, beautiful design. It's over the top, it's cool. I never expected it to get a kid, but I also didn't expect the Psycho Gundam to. By the way, there is no announcement for that, but I'm holding out, hopefully. Cool design. Anyway, this will be out in June of next year, so quite a wait, at 2,860 yen. So you're looking at maybe $28 or $19 if you can grab it from Japan. But yeah, overall, this is looking like an absolutely stellar kit. The design in the torso, the shoulders, the arms, all look spectacular. All the angles are there, the nice circles around on the back of the leg. Just, they've done this so well. Cannot wait to get it in the hand and see what it can pull off. Beautiful. Jumping from one G-Quax high grade release to another, here is a premium Bandai exclusive set that is coming out. This is the High Grade 144th scale Red Gundam equipment set. So basically a whole bunch of option parts for using with the High Grade Red Gundam, which was a full release. There is no price or date for its release just yet, but from what we're seeing, you're getting all of those big massive funnel aspects, those huge big old bits. You only get 2 inside of the original box, so here's an additional 4 to fully arm it up. It seems like we've got attachment parts for attaching it onto the unit, as well as a last shooting beam effect for attaching into the rifle. Wait a minute, that's not the rifle. That seems like it's held in the hand, so I guess we're using with the beam saber. Again, no release date just yet, and no price. From G-Quax to G-Quax again, we're finally getting this right here from one of the very first episodes of Gundam G-Quax. That is the High Grade 144th scale 01 Gundam, aka the prototype version of the Gundam, or the G-Quax variant. So basically what you're seeing is a lot of Gundam body, but with a head that's kind of similar to the G-Quax gun cannon. The overall color scheme is beautiful. I assume that this is incredibly similar to the red Gundam that we would have seen before, which is nice, but the color separation wasn't the greatest. This seems like a little bit of a simpler design, so maybe we won't have those issues. There is a full page dedicated to this right here, but you are blocked outside of Japan from seeing it because it is a premium Bandai kit, but it seems like we're getting a very similar set of equipment to the actual red Gundam, but we do get a bazooka in here, as well as everything else. According to what it says here, this will be releasing through Premium Bandai in January 2026 at 2,420 yen, so maybe $24 or $16 if you can grab it from Japan. Rejoice, Gundam Wing fans, because it seems like we're going to be getting a brand new line of high-grade Gundam Wing kits, and that is the EW versions, and leading the vanguard is the high-grade 1/44th scale Sandrock Gundam EW. So basically we would have seen these as master grades before, which automatically gets me putting my tinfoil hat on. If we've seen these as master grades and now we're getting them as high grades, we did get the high grade TV versions before. Will Bandai realize that there's money to be had and make master grade versions of the TV versions? I only hope so. But anyway, as for what we're getting right here, this looks absolutely beautiful. As of right now, actually no, we do have maquette pictures as well of the prototype too, but this is the released image by Bandai. Now we do not have a full page on the Bandai Hobby site yet for some information about this, so all it does say is stay tuned for further updates on the hobby site. So some people did grab some awesome pictures of this, and it seems like there is a lot going on. As far as I can see, this is a full release, which is absolutely brilliant. Hopefully we will be seeing a whole line, but I can only assume Bandai will be doing that. It is satisfyingly thick looking, I will mention that, and we do also have the cool mantle as well, so that is included. And from what I can see, the front part seems like it is a molded piece of plastic, but the side parts seem to be a flexible, almost leathery looking plastic material. From what I'm seeing here, we are getting this in, I think that says June of next year, and it's costing what? 4,180 yen for a high grade, wow! Well, it does look nice and there's a lot in there, but that's spicy. So you're looking at about $28 if you can get it from Japan, or about $41 if you're getting it from outside of Japan. So yeah, spicy. Looks great, but spicy. Next up, when it comes to high grades and things I was hoping Bandai would release, but they went and released it through P Bandai, is this right here. This is basically a 2.0 version of the high grade Strike Freedom. So basically this right here is the high grade Strike Freedom Spec 2. This is going to be a premium Bandai release, just like it says right below the model kit itself. And just in case you don't know what's going on here, Bandai released the high grade Mighty Strike Freedom, I think last year. Basically, that is a retooled version of the high-grade Strike Freedom, just with a new backpack for Gundam Seed Freedom. And this one right here is basically using the Mighty Strike Freedom's Gundam, but it seems like we're going to be getting a brand new backpack of the classic Strike Freedom's wings, as well as some cool Wings of Light beam effect, so that is pretty cool. The sad thing again is it's premium Bandai exclusive. That's kind of a bit wild. I think a retooled version of the Strike Freedom will sell incredibly well, so doing this is a strange option. Anyway, it does have, from what I can see, the beam rifles that did come with the Gundam Seed Freedom option set, and it seems like you got 2 of those included. Once again, it does seem like we don't have any additional information about this particular kit right here, so stay tuned for updates. So that is pretty much it for all of the biggest announcements, but there is a couple of other cool aspects that were shown at this particular event that Bandai put on display, so I might as well jump through them quite quickly. First one. Seems like we're getting a brand new high-grade Gyaradoga. I don't think the actual Gyaradoga itself is brand new, but we're getting a brand new big, heavy rifle. As far as I can see, this will be exclusive to Side F in Fukuoka. For the first time ever, Bandai did put the perfect grade new Gundam on display, and it is looking absolutely incredible. Finally seeing those fin funnels in flight, this thing looks like an absolute monstrosity. Again, just in case you don't know, this is out in January, so coming extremely soon. Overall, the detail does look incredible. This right here is an Unleashed, so just like we would have seen with the perfect grade Oryx 78-2 Unleashed, this has all of those bells and whistles too. And if you're wondering what those bells and whistles are, it's this right here. So this kit will probably, just like we would have seen with the other Unleashed, build up in layers. That is your inner frame's details, etched parts, followed by the actual armor itself. So as you can see, you can display with half the armor off, and it still looks like an absolute masterpiece. The Oryx 78-2 Unleashed is still one of the greatest Gundam builds to this date. Overall looking fantastic, can't wait to build it. And speaking of awesome looking big-ish pla, this right here is the upcoming Kotobukiya version of Steel Haze from Armored Core 6. Finally, we're seeing a fully molded in plastic model, and it does look beautiful. It's been a long time since I've built a kit by Kotobukiya and Armored Core, so it'll be interesting to see what they're going to do with it. From what I'm seeing right here, it does look like it's going to have quite a few seam lines in the build, but overall it does look nice. There's an image from around back so you can see all of that detail. It does seem like they have used some metallic brassy gold plastic in this build. Hopefully it will hold up better than what we saw in the Bandai kit. And the plastic does seem like it's going to have a kind of metallic injection or kind of glittery effect to it. Either way, looking cool. Can't wait to give it a go. Lastly then, and one thing I never ever expected is this right here. A high-grade version of the Balteus, aka everyone's favorite boss from Armored Core 6. Now this isn't an actual high-grade kit like the rest of the Bandai Armored Core 6 kits we've seen so far. This is an SMP, which is a Shokugan modeling project, aka this is a candy toy model kit. And it looks to be one of the craziest candy toy model kits of all time. As far as the images from the event show, this is to scale with the high grade releases, so this is going to be an absolute beast, and more than likely you'll get a bit of gum inside of the box to chew away at while you actually build it. Spoiler, they never last that long, they kind of turn to slop. Japanese chewing gum, not great. But yeah, anyway, that right there is it for the video, and I don't know about you, but I am super pumped. If that is a Master Grade Asmodeus, that is one of the least expected announcements I ever saw coming. I did not see that coming. If that's what it is, I'm excited. If it's not, I'm going to be super disappointed. The Master Grade Astray I'm a little bit hopeful about, but a bit skeptical about those old school hands. That's a very odd choice. Anyway, let me know down there in the comments, what are you hyped about seeing, what is it that you wished you would have seen, and what is it you're planning to build in 2026. As always, thank you so much for watching. I will throw a link down there to Hobby Link Japan down there in the description. There is no pre-orders just yet, but make sure to get in early. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, and I will see you next time. As always, this video right here and every single video I make would not be possible without each and every one of you guys who watches this video, and special thanks at the end of this video right here to those who support on the channel memberships as well as over on Patreon, including Caleb Engelhart, Joe, OG59061, Scotty Thomas, and Simon.